Some of you guys didn't go to church today, so I'm going to come on here and your good sis is going to share the word of God with you, because the word that we got from my pastor today was profound. The topic was evicting the Jonah in the boat of your life. Back in October, we revisited Jonah again, but this is just so profound. I don't know about y'all, but God revealed to me that through dreams and through other people, that this year was my year of divine harvest. But a lot of us, just because we get prophecy, whether it's through our dreams or through other people, doesn't mean that prophecy is going to play out in our lives, because there's certain things that's required for a prophecy to be played out. Many of y'all came into 2026 and like, oh, this is going to be a year of this. Y'all got all of these plans, but y'all got Jonahs in your lives. And Jonah, my pastor defined a Jonah represents anything, any person, any habits, any attitude, any attachment that is out of alignment with God's will for your life, but connected to your journey. Powerful. And I talked about this last time back in October, and it was the obedience of Jonah. Jonah had an assignment. God gave Jonah an assignment to go to Nineveh, but Jonah felt like, nah, the people in Nineveh, they be wilding too much. So I don't want to know. I don't want to deal with that, God. They're too wicked. If you read the Apocrypha, if you read the Bible, Nineveh was wild. Okay. Jonah was like, nah, God, I know you give me an assignment. I'm going to go the other way. So instead of going 50 miles to where God sent him, Jonah decided to go 200 and something miles to somewhere else that was not Nineveh. Jonah inserted his life in the life of peaceful people. They had their pagan gods. They were doing whatever, just living their life in peace on a voyage, on a journey. Jonah got on their boat. And because Jonah got on their boat, the wrath of God caused the boat to wreak havoc. Wow. Another thing my pastor said was that a lot of us, when we go through trials and tribulations, we be like, oh, the devil did. We be trying to rebuke the demons, demonic forces, and this and that, the third. Sometimes it's God that's wreaking havoc, because you got a Jonah in your life, whether it's you smoking weed, whether it's you fornicating, whether it's you sleeping with that man that you don't got no business sleeping with, whether it's you having that friend that you know is not a good company. Bad company corrupts good manners. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, y'all, that I'm yelling, but Jesus Christ. And it's like, so now Jonah decided to be disobedient. So a lot of things, people, places, and things that are disobedient. Let's say people, for instance, God has given them assignments, but they refuse. They refuse. So now they come into your life. Because of their disobedience, God is punishing the peace. There's no more peace. There's no more calmness. Your nervous system, your cortisol is spiked. You start losing opportunities. You start losing your job. You start losing your mental health. You start getting sick. You start losing weight, if that's how you lose weight. If you start getting fat, if stress makes you fat, you're overwhelmed. You can't figure out what the heck is going on. And let's just be clear. My pastor said a Jonah is not something that you don't like. So some of y'all might be like, oh, my sister, I don't like that. I don't like that person. I don't like this person. That person is a Jonah. That's why I had to. No. A Jonah is always something that we love. Something that we are passionate about. Something that we have exalted over God. It could be that man. It could be that girl. It could be that woman. It could be that weed that you love smoking. It could be that vape that you love vaping. It could be that porn you love watching. It could be your gluttony. It could be whatever you revel in that you love. That is your Jonah. Okay? Because now your life is going left and right. And then also, a Jonah doesn't come as somebody that hates you. A Jonah comes with love. You smoke, you get high, you feel the vibe, you feel all of that. Whatever comes with it, you smoke it. It feels good, right? But at the end of the day, now you're seeing the counter effect. You're no longer productive. Everything that you're supposed to be doing, you can't do it. You don't have the strength. You can't muster up. Oh my goodness. And then here's another thing. Jonahs, let's say in the concept of people, right? If you have a person, like when Jonah was on them people's boat, all that crazy, the madness, the storm is going on. Jonah was knocked out. Jonah was chilling. Jonah was at peace. The Jonahs in your life, they be at peace. When all the chaos is wreaking in your life, when everything is going on in your world, your job starts to dwindle down, your mental health, you can't focus, you can't think, nothing is going right. Your Jonah is at peace, chilling. What did my pastor say? My pastor said, to literally throw them. It's going to hurt. You're going to cry. You probably, if you're going to go through withdrawal. If it's that weed you love smoking, you're going to go through withdrawal. If you're lazy, you don't know how to do anything, you're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to be disciplined. You're going to have to be structured. It's not going to feel good, but you got to let it go. Because a lot of y'all got a 2026 prophecy that you've spoken over your life. Words are power, but it's certain things that you got to do in order for that words that you spoke into this year to manifest itself. Powerful. I got my prophecy. I dreamt my prophecy. I had to get rid of my Jonahs. Okay? Sometimes it's that attitude that you got. That's closing doors. God does not come from heaven to help man. God uses favor upon man to help you. If it's your attitude, fix your attitude. You love smoking that weed, cut it out. It's not doing nothing for you. Okay? That man that you got, that you laid up with, he ain't doing nothing for you but keeping you away from God. If you're fornicating right now, not you taking them to hell, but you also going to hell. I know we don't like to talk about it, and we just think sex is play. Listen, you're lazy, wrap it up. Get up. I hope it makes sense.